So Mitt, you want to explain to us what's going on here?
What we had yesterday, we had one monkey with us. I don't think anything's new here. We put that new stuff where we saw it yesterday, so I can't help but remember. Should have brought it with us.
Did we not? It's in the truck.
Yeah, I think it was muddy. I think those are the two. Yeah. You ain't gonna believe this. Just never pull up, lose them.
Let's watch Hunter clean all this mud off his trap.
Oh. That's what you're
We
working
need a
with,
screwdriver.
It's awful.
A jackhammer, man. God, you can't even.
Welcome to the prairie.
Oh no, that's bad.
Let's go trap the prairie, they say. It'll be fun.
A lot of critters, they say.
Critters everywhere. Oh, that was good.
That's one of them, man. You set it and then you trip it and the jaws stay open.
Yeah.
They don't even move.
That's right. We fishing to
Fired a few times. There's a lot of little crevices on those things, man, where the mud and stuff
Yeah,
can get in
that's
them too.
We're gonna put this one in the ground, catch another.
Wait, I'm
So here's what we're looking for.
Alright.
Kind of a little back here.
like this.
Yeah, you want to make them come around here and work the trap. So Rob try to put stuff in grass or something. Maybe get them.
Got plenty of sticks.
Get a little log or something right here. Yeah. Well, go get your drill. Let's get your drill first.
What's that?
Oh, hammer.
You got the hammer right here.
There you go.
Your trapper's got your hammer.
My trapper. I'm gonna roll it right up top of this little knoll, just since we got that water coming, just get a little higher elevation.
That's simple. Work a drill, boy.
That
All right, give me
you
that.
see that hammer there, big dog. What I was talking about is just
Hey, you won't never get that stuff to go through no sifter right there.
Oh,
It ain't
no.
happening.
tell you what you can do though. Every time I dig in this dirt,
How do I get a hold?
Worms.
I find these little worms.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Mitchell, you get down here one day and ain't got no fishing bait, just take your hammer, cut the ground just a little bit. Mitt, will you grab that peat moss, please? See, in this, you just dig this little bowl out. And instead of making one big hole, we can put just a little bit there. No Alabama dirt.
So we're out in Black Prairie out here in western Lowndes County. This is actually Mitt's property, y'all. There's old Mitt right there. What's your name?
Mitchell.
Mitchell. That's Mitt's little boy right there. How old are you, Mitchell? 8. You like it, don't you, Mitchell? Mm-hmm. So I
Lead
thought.
up with it, son.
Yeah.
He had to go with Dennis last week, so we checked the first few with us in the morning time, and his mama was gonna come pick him up. Mitchell said he'd rather had crooked teeth than leave his trap line.
That's the way to look at it right there.
I already have crooked teeth.
So
No,
since you already got it, you might as well just live with it. And
Hey,
roll on,
ain't nothing to it, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I found these worms.
Throw that down the hole.
Look right there.
You gonna use some 500 or 200?
This
You
is
got
some
any fish bait?
coyote number 10 on this one.
Okay.
Put that hit. No, that's 200. I had some coyote there. But 200 or 500 mainly.
Mm-hmm.
Is all we running. I'm gonna put some of that Kathmandu in this.
It's not rocket science, people. You can kind of add to this if you want to, Hunter. But
Yeah, it ain't
my
like it. Go ahead.
well, my thoughts on the trapping thing is nobody starts out as a pro. You start out by putting a trap in the ground. The only way you're gonna learn and figure it out is by putting stuff in the ground. I mean, just
That's right. Yeah, it's trial and error. And once you get a system, everybody's system's usually a little different. But if you find a system that works, it don't matter what that system is. Just do it a bunch.
just do it. And
Just repeat it.
numbers is a big deal, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
putting numbers of traps is a big deal.
You watching 2 or 3, and you ain't catching on them. It's a good chance to get discouraged.
I usually got to put in about 80 to get one catch, so yeah, I bury a bunch.
Mitchell's over there. Look at him. He's gonna be making a trap before we get done. Get your dirt hole good over there.
We'll get this. So, Mitt, you want to explain to us what's
Yeah,
going
so
on here?
What we had yesterday, we had one monkey with us. We got that bucket trap that we had a conibear in.
Uh-huh.
And he pulled that conibear out and threw it out of the way, and he ate the food. So we just set a blind set right outside the conibear, right outside the bucket.
Whose idea was the blind set?
That was Cream there.
That was
No, Daddy,
that was a Cream
That was
Reaper.
a Cream Reaper.
The Cream Reaper.
Well, he had done figured that gig out.
Mm-hmm.
This is your opportunity to gloat a little bit, Hunter, if you want to.
No, I ain't going. It was community effort, but
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta outsmart them.
Look at all the tracks right here around this thing. Golly.
in circle.
Yeah, you kind of gotta think outside the box. If something ain't working or whatever, just change up just a little bit.
Go ahead and get him, Will.
This one was snapped. We'll reset it real quick.
We had show them that.
Mm-hmm. Little catch circle right there on that.
Had
Had to
one
move
there,
a little bit.
and it was just too mangled up to sit back in that area. So we just
What we're trying to do is trying to beat the rain a little bit. We got rain coming. Rain and trapping don't mix too well, does it, on these dirt hole sets, does it? How do you deal with it, Hunter?
I got a peat moss mix with this Alabama dirt down here, but I run that polyfilm up under that trap, and really what you're worried about in the rain is the dirt washing under the trap and not letting the pan fire.
Yep.
So that's really just the main objective,
Let's get some of that dirt right there.
because
And sprinkle.
if it rains and the dirt just washes down and gets up under that pan, and then say you don't catch it during the rain and it dries back out, well, the pan, it won't allow the pan to go back down. It's like having a rock under it or something.
Not gonna fire.
It's not gonna fire. So
What about your bait hole and everything? How do you deal with that?
I just leave it and it'll fill up with water sometimes, and then go back down, but that scent will still be in that hole. They'll chase that hole, and then if it sits underwater for too long, after it dries out and all that side, I want to just leave the trap there. I'll rebait it at
You'll
that
go ahead
point.
and punch it out and
Yeah.
put some more in there and everything.
Yeah.
You use sheep's wool in yours and
I
stuff?
use sheep's wool.
Yeah.
And so that one's got sheep's wool and bait down in the bottom of it. I think what we had was a deer. Stepped on that one last night probably and snapped it, so we're just going.
Yeah, because a lot of times deer come around, they'll smell that stuff too, and they're going to investigate what it is. I mean, I get them on camera all the time messing around them.
Yeah, they walk up and then slick lead deer, they just trap to slide off of it. The reason I was thinking that one was a deer, maybe, is because the trap was just sitting right above.
Yeah.
Right above where it was at. So, well, we back hunting again now.
All right, we're about to ride down in the bottom down here on the new property. It's been raining for 24 hours straight now. Actually, over 24 hours straight. I'm gonna go down here. I got to check my traps and go see what the water's doing. Thinking it may be okay to go either way down here. I got one crossing I got to cross. We're gonna see how deep it is, because I mean it's been kind of steady. We've had a few little spots of heavy rain, but not, you know, not like just hammering it. We're just gonna check and see what it looks like, see if I can get across it or not. I'm gonna have several of my traps are gonna be underwater. Ain't nothing I can do about that. Maybe able to see them. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of expect to see some beaver activity down here too, from anytime the water gets to moving pretty good, and that's when I'm gonna catch some beavers typically. So we'll see if I can see any of those conibears or not down here. That's not too bad on that. This is the first creek crossing. It's pretty good. Just right. Oh yeah, nice. Got a dog proof down there in that curve. I can see it from right here. Ain't nothing in it. Coming up on the second crossing. This is where I kind of expect to be a good bit more water. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna be able to get across. I am gonna build a bridge to go over this. We'll probably set it over here like where this little metal bridge is. He had down here. I can see one dog proof down there. It's out of the water. Well, both of them are out of the water. I've got a couple of conibears over here. Let's see here. This is get in here. Can't tell. One's right there and the other one's over there. Let me get around over here and look. Couldn't really tell on that one back there. It's so daggone deep. Can't tell if I had anything in it or not. Alright, I can see that one pretty good. It's not as deep as that other one is underwater. I didn't have anything in it. It's just sitting there ready to rock and roll. Alright, we're gonna run around. Check the rest of these things. Looks like it's gonna rain the rest of the day today too again. It's good. Water's still running real good. I've taken some beavers out down here already, gotten them removed. So right there's a dog proof. Yeah, water's running good. So I was really expecting to see this up a bit more than it is. Not bad. And rain like this and traffic just don't mix too well. A lot of sets I'm gonna have to redo. Let's see. I'm gonna call it a win though, even if I don't have an animal today, just for the mere fact the way all the water's running. And it ain't backing up nowhere. We still got a bunch more traps to go to check though. We may have something here in a minute, we'll see. Yeah, this is running good right here. Very nice. Normally the beavers, they'll put up a big dam right in here somewhere where they'll stick one up at. Man, it can back out water all up in there. I've seen this look like a big old pond over there. We'll take a look and see what Magby looks like. Oh yeah, it's up a little bit, not bad at all though. Range has been just kind of steady where it didn't raise anything too bad. All right, now I'm over here on our other property. Just a few miles south of where I started out at a while ago. It's where I burned the other day. Looks good too. Got this side over here too. We're kind of off a hill right here. You can't really see it that well. Let's see the chart over there. All right, we're gonna ride around and check these traps over here also, and kind of show this as I'm riding around. I'm gonna look at what the burn ended up finishing up. I'll show you all this. I fertilized these fields the other day with straight ammonia. There's clover all out through it. And we get a little bit of warm weather now. You can tell by how lush it is. You see all the char over there. That's perfect for the turkeys. That's kind of what I want. I don't want the stuff to build up, you know, like get a lot of fuel on the ground. Because if you got a lot of fuel on the ground, even you got too much, I mean, you can still burn these tops of these trees if you ain't careful, depending on when you burn it. There's a lot of variables in burning. It depends on what your goal is and what you're wanting to achieve out of the burn. So you can have a benefit, or you can go the wrong way. You can't hurt your trees. These right here, you'd have to have a pretty hot fire. If you run a fire through there, if you had a good bit of fuel and you run, say, a warm season fire through there, you could scorch the tops of them trees. Not likely. You could have a fire hot enough to kill them, because I've seen trees like that get burned up before. The main thing I'm after is that char on the ground for those turkeys, because see, the turkeys, they'll just meander between this field and that char over there scratching is what they'll do. They'll be bugging all over the place, you know, looking for that. So yeah, field looks good. This field is a pretty good sized field. It's about for food plot, it's 2.66 acres. It goes around that way and there's a big pocket over there, and then there's another lane that shoots off. There's actually 2 shooting houses on this one field. There's one right there, and then there's one way over there where you can see that other side over there, and then the feeders, from where I'm standing to the feeders, about 200 yards down there, and then it dives off down in there too. Yeah, we get this warm weather now. A few sunny days, this is really gonna jump right here. I did not burn that nor that right there. Look at how lush that field looks. Oh yeah. All that's charred over there too. Canopy still open enough up there on that it will green up with fresh growth and everything. I'll show y'all or tell y'all what I do with my cameras. A little helpful tip. You know, you got cameras out and you want them to burn, you need to get them up real quick. What I do is I take them up and I store them inside my feeders is what I do. So like I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna open this feeder and I'm gonna grab a couple cameras out on it and I'm gonna get my cameras back out. So that's just an easy way to like have somewhere to put them or to be safe for them, and then they'll be out of the weather too, you know, because they like you wouldn't want to just lay them around. You sitting there riding with them on the seat, banging them around and everything. So I just throw them inside the feeders. There is what I do with mine, and then I get them back out. Like right now, I'm gonna go grab them. So an update on the rain. We ended up getting rain for over 36 hours straight. Over 5 inches of rain here, so everything's quiet waterlogged now. Pretty big. About to let it dry out a little bit. Now I've got fixing to get this video finished up. I got several jobs I'm gonna run around, look at, and see about writing quotes on them that are probably be upcoming stuff that I'll be doing. But no work outside today. It's pretty windy. It's kind of cool out there right now too. So that's what the deal is. That was beginning of the video, Mitt and his son Mitchell, and then Hunter Krim. Hunter's a really good trapper. He actually traps professionally for people, for property owners around here. Really good. He knows his stuff. And you're going to be seeing a good bit more from he and I here coming up, because we've been doing a bunch of trap runs together here recently and kind of getting our thoughts together. And we're going to do some help videos, just simple help stuff to kind of help you get started. And like I said in the video there earlier, it's not rocket science. The biggest way, there's plenty of videos on YouTube to watch there and kind of help you get going. The best thing you can do is just start putting metal on the ground if you're wanting to try it and try to mess with it. I will say it is a lot of work, and there's a lot of things that you kind of got to do leading up to it to make it all work out right. So it's time consuming too. Time consuming and getting everything ready, and then getting out and putting the traps in the ground, and then checking them jokers every day, staying on top of that too. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video. I was really happy with the way the water was running down there in the bottom. We'll catch y'all later. See y'all on the next episode. Later, taters.